Today we're taking our first look at the Colossus Harvesters pack from Chris S. and Riley S. for FS25.
Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys.
This pack was originally released in Farming Simulator 22 with only a few pieces of equipment, and boy has it grown since then. We have so many new pieces of equipment. This is going to take a while. I do want to thank Chris and Riley for sending this over to show you guys ahead of its release. It will be released on the mono for all platforms. It is currently going through testing when this video is released. So sit back and relax. Let's check it all out. So as we saw in the intro, there are multiple different things. So as far as harvesters go, we've got a root crop harvester. You've got a regular combine harvester. Then you've got a Forage Harvester. We also have all the headers to go along with those. We have a new mower setup. You've got a baler. You've also got a bale wrapper. And then we've got a couple trailers to take a look at. First things first, we're just going to start at the top left and we're going to work our way down. So starting with the root harvester. This thing is absolutely massive. We've got a capacity rating on here up to 2.5 million liters. It's wild. I'm going to give you the starting specs just so you can see the grandeur where it goes. 800 horsepower on here. We have a variable transmission, 1,320 liters of fuel, which is nothing crazy for this machine. It goes 26 miles an hour, holds 45,000 liters, and weighs 26.2 tons. It also has a working speed of 6 miles an hour, but that really doesn't matter. As for capacities, let's go from 45,000 liters up to 250,000 liters, or 500,000 liters, or a million, or 2.5 million. So you could be in the field all day long. But depending on which field you're doing, you may fill up quickly, depending on the header as well. Engine options, we have between 800 and 3,500 horsepower with the 1,100, 15, and 3,500 as options. It's so stupid. I love it. I love it so much. Wheel brands range from Trelleborg. We have Michelin, Midas, BKT, and back in. We do have some pretty cool stuff in here, including dual tires. So if you want to rock some Michelin narrow twins, you can do that. Our design setup starts with a regular and it goes to a camouflage, kind of based on the New Holland that we've got in the game. As a matter of fact, pretty much everything has got this camouflage. So if you really like it, you are in luck. As far as beacon lights, we do have multiple different styles of beacons, but we also have different colors of beacons. So you can either go with number 1, which is an LED flat. You can go with number 2, which is your rotator, or you can go to number 3, which is going to be your blinky clear. Then we have a window tint of standard, medium, and dark is very dark. There's also red, green, blue, purple, orange, yellow, and special. And yes, special is toothpaste tractor. Yeah, let's go, man. That's what I'm talking about. Then after that, we've got colors, and there are a lot of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different things for colors. So let's take a look. As far as our main color goes, we get a Harvest Moon Blue, but we also have Toothpaste Tractor. So we'll just kind of click on that and see that. So everything that's in toothpaste is going to be our primary. Then we have design color. I'm going to go over to pink for this just so you can kind of see what changes. So it's all of those extra little bits, some things around towards the backside and things like that. We're going to change this up to Toothpaste Tractor as well. There you go. Then we have the interior. Of course, it just changes all of those little spots on the interior. The grid is going to be all the gridding in here. I'm actually curious if it changes this. I think it won't because we've got the belt color. So let's change this to yellow. So that's going to be our grid. And then our belt will change that up to a pink. Okay, so the two belts and the stuff inside changed to pink. And then all the gridding around the machine will be in yellow. I guess that makes sense. Then we got a couple things here. Interior rim color and outer rim color. This is pretty cool. Let's go with an inner rim color of light blue. All right, not too bad. And then you can see the kind of gray that we have around the interior of the rim. Well, let's change that to pink just so you can see the accent. There you go. I've seen it a lot. People saying that YouTubers can't make nice looking vehicles, and I agree. But this has got toothpaste on it, so it's great. So anyway, that is your harvester. Now you got to figure out which header you're going to go for, and there are 6 different ones to choose from. You've got the sugar beet header, Sugar Beet Unrealistic. And unrealistic here just means it goes faster. So the regular ones are already sped up to 10 miles an hour from, I think it's 6. However, the unrealistic will go all the way up to 90 miles per hour. And yeah, the engine, I don't know if you saw this as well. If we change our engine here, it goes to 150 miles an hour. That's so dumb. I love it. I love it so much. Anyway, Sugar Beet Header, Sugar Beet Unrealistic, Potato, so we can do potatoes as well. And then we have vegetables. So this will do all of our standard vegetable crops, including peas and spinach and green beans. How cool is that? So not just root crops, but actually vegetables. All of them. Now, every single one has the same customization options. This is your standard, so you get a standard and camouflage and then colors. Or, if you go for the unrealistic, we get a working width. So you get a standard working width, which is 4 meters, and it is going to be the 90 mile per hour thing. I would definitely recommend not going 90, but hey, go for it if you want to. You can do with a 10 meters. You can also do 20 meters and 50 meters. And that's going to be pretty standard across all of our headers. We've also got the unrealistic crop guidelines. So this is going to be like lines that appear out on the edge. You might almost be able to see it out there if we can bring this in a little bit. There we go. So you can see the red markers that we've got on the ground. That's going to be our markers. We'll bring it in even more just so it's easier to see. So we start with none, and then standard is gray, so it doesn't really like pop or show up. So it makes things a little bit easier. Then you could do red and green and blue. You've also got yellow. Oh, no toothpaste tractor crop guidelines. Oh, I get it. So next, let's talk about colors for this one. So, of course, we talked about the camouflage. That's pretty cool. Main color, we'll go with the toothpaste on there, just so you can see when it changes. And then we can go with a design color. We'll change this to yellow. So that's going to be all of our bits in here in the bottom. And then lastly, the design color, we'll go with the pink here, again, just so you can see what it does. And it is going to be the hoses, all the hoses, front and back. So cool. Absolutely awesome. Again, you've got everything on there, but in order to do, there's no one header that does it all. That would be nice to see maybe in an update, but you've got sugar beets or potatoes or all of your vegetables. And then, of course, you've got a header trailer to go along with that. And yeah, the header trailer's also got some insane stuff. Continental, BKT, and Lizard tires, as well as Nokian, Midas. Oh my goodness. We've got the different beacon lights around towards the backside. Right. Where'd it go? Did I delete the beacon? Oh, it's right there. There it is. So you've got the same beacons as the Harvester itself. You've got a camouflage setup for the header trailer too. And you've got main color, design color, and interior color, and outer rim color. I'm curious what the, it's the frame on the back. How neat is that? Now we move over to what I think is one of the big stars of the show, the Colossus 9000 Harvester. Now, one of the things I want to bring to your attention is the stuff at the bottom of the screen. It has all the standard stuff that we're used to seeing, but it's got both kinds of rice, not just dry rice. How cool. Oh, it's awesome. All right. So let's, you got different headers for this as well, but we'll start with the combine itself. This one's kind of neat because you can make it a case. So it's based off of the New Holland in the game. However, the game, if I remember, I was watching Driver 53's live stream the night before recording this, and Chris S. was in that stream mentioning that the model, at least in the game for the New Holland in the case, are the same. So that's pretty cool. So as far as our main specs for this, we have 900 horsepower. You've got 1,500 liters of fuel with a variable transmission. Goes 29 miles an hour, holds 25,000 liters in the capacity. It's 25.2 tons. As far as capacity options go, you do have standard. You've got 2X, which is going to bring that up to 50,000. And then you've got 250,000 liters. You've also got 500,000, 1 million, and 2.5 million. So you're going to be in the field a while with that 2.5. Engine options, you have the 900 horsepower, 1,500 horsepower, 2,000, and 3,000. And when you change these up, your max speed also changes. So you're going to be going up to a possible 150 miles per hour, which is OMG to say the very least. Wheel options from Michelin. We've got a regular Michelin as well. So there's Michelin Special Edition, which is a completely separate brand from regular Michelin. Then we have Trelleborg, Continental, Midas, BKT, and then back to that special again. Now, this one you do have some pretty fun stuff too. So you've got like front twins with a rear single, and then you got crawler track, which is very cool. I always like going backwards with this. Wide tires, and then back to a standard setup. So there are a lot of wheels to choose from and tracks. So everybody should be able to find the thing that they want. As far as design, this is where it gets fun. So we start here with the Colossus design. Then, if we change just a wee bit, we get our camouflage. Camo, baby! But we get case as well. So as long as you change your colors to match up, you can make this a case. You can do your red header or a black header, whatever you want to go for. I think the black headers look pretty sweet on case. And you're good. How awesome is that? But no New Holland branding on here. That would just be the lizard here in chrome, I may add. As far as these customizations for regions, we have US and EU. Window tinting is going to be the same as our Forage Harvester. So we do have all of the different colors, including special. I love that. And then we could do a long pipe or a short pipe. The short one's going to work pretty much fine for everything, but I think the long pipe gives you a little bit extra room to grow in the future. If something like an 18 meter or 19 meter header comes out, that's probably going to be the one to go for, but short pipe will work with everything that we've got in the mod. And then tons of color options. So main color, of course, is our main color. Yes, I'm going to change this to toothpaste tractor, but it's not main as you would think. Then we've got design color. We'll change this to toothpaste as well. So the design color is what you would probably consider the main color, and the main color is what you would probably consider the frame or the actual harvesting equipment on the inside. Then we've got another design here. We're going to change this to pink so you can see what it does. So it's all of those gray accents around. So we can change that up to a toothpaste tractor color. And then we have the pipe color itself. So yes, you could change the pipe, the whole thing, a different color if you want. I actually think the black would look really good with that, so we'll go with that. Then we have another design color here. Let's go for a pink there. Ooh-wee! All aboard, baby! Let's change that to toothpaste. You know what? Pipe color, toothpaste. I mean, we kind of have to, right? We got to do this. If we're going to do it, we need to do it. And then we've got the interior, which, of course, right now is a gray. Changed up to pink because it's just going to be the back wall. We actually get a lot of toothpaste tractor colors in there already. You can change it to whatever. But toothpaste it is! And then rim colors are rim colors. So we don't get the interior, exterior, inner, outer wheels with these, but I think there's probably too many colors already, and Giants probably wouldn't be happy. Now with this one, we get 5 headers. So you have the Titan header, which is going to be 16 meters at 10 miles per hour. We've also got the Titan Unrealistic, which is going to be 16 meters at 45 miles per hour, and we can extend, or you could do the Titan Rice. Now the Rice is just unrealistic to begin with. So we'll go in here to the regular Titan. We've got transport wheels of yes and no, which is nice. So you may not need a header trailer for this. Designs of US and EU, a camouflage design. This looks so good, so dumb how good that looks. We've got a lizard branding, yes or no, and then we've got main color, design, thresher design, and rim color. So let's take a look at the main color itself. So this is going to be toothpaste, so everything on the ends, even the lizard logo in there changes. That's cool. Then we have the design. We're going to go with a pink here. So that is going to be all of kind of your metals. I think these are the ones that are silver on the original header for these, so that's kind of neat. But you know what I'm going to do. Come on. Toothpaste. And then we have the thresher color. I'm going to change this up to red because I think they'll look epic. It does look epic, but it looks like somebody had a bad hair day, so toothpaste. And then we have design. Let's change this to pink. So it pops. There you go. So that's going to be a lot of the frame. That's probably one you want to keep like black. However, it's going to look good in any color, especially toothpaste. And then rim colors are rim colors at the end of the day. Now, if we back out and we go unrealistic for this version, we get our working width. So everything else is going to be the same. However, we do have a standard 25 meters and 50 meter working width. Yes, it will run 50 meters. Let's bring this back in and let's go for our crop guide. So you could do that too. Although I think this is too big to actually show the crop guides. Yeah, too big. Yep, what are you going to do? Anyway, they are there with that. And then lastly, we come over here and we've got one specifically for wet rice. So not our dry rice. This is going to be just regular quote unquote rice in the game. You can harvest that. You can set it to be a normal setup, but it will be 45 mile an hour max speed to begin with. If your combine harvester only goes 25 miles an hour, then you harvest it at 25 miles an hour. So stupid. I love it. There's also corn headers for these as well. So corn and sunflowers, and you're basically going to see the same thing here. You've got a camouflage design. You've got branding issues all the way. I say issues, branding removal all the way around. The headers do not fold, so be aware of that. These headers do not fold. You got a main color, design color, and a secondary design color. And we've got the unrealistic set here with a standard 25 and 50 meter working widths with the guidelines on there. It's 13 meters by default. Then you've got the header trailer, which goes for our headers, spare wheel on there, main color, design color, and rim color. So for this one, unfortunately, no wild and crazy, but it is a branded Nardi 6045, so it's 45 footer on there. So that is what that is. Now we get into something super cool, the Forage Harvester. Now the Forage Harvester was also in Farm Sim 22, I think, if I remember correctly. I think I remember using this. We got a bunch of stuff for it. We also have multiple headers to go along with it. So we've got Forage Harvester, or Forage headers to go along with it. We also have a new Forage Cotton header. Then we've got Mower Standard and Unrealistic, Poplar Standard and Unrealistic, Sugarcane Unrealistic as well. So a lot of options for that. I wanted to show you the headers just so you can kind of get an idea. Maybe you want to use this for cotton and you're like, all right, now I want to know the customization. So as far as everything, we've got 1156 horsepower. That's standard for the Krone, which this is based off, it looks like. You've also got a variable transmission, 1100 liters fuel, goes 27 miles an hour, and holds 10,060 liters. That's going to be your, what is that, the silage additive? I never use it, so I forget the name. It weighs 17.1 tons. Now, discharge speed is going to be good because it has an invisible capacity, which is why you see me sometimes in previous games, if I did fast farming with a Forage Harvester, I would keep going after I finish the field. You really, really want to go with the fast here if you're going to be doing anything remotely close to unrealistic. Trust me, just go with it. There's a reason that it's a free customization option. Then we have engines, so that 1156 horsepower engine. We can bump it up to 1800, which goes 46 miles an hour. We also have a 3000 horsepower engine, which goes 150 miles an hour. And that's it. Wheel brands from Trelleborg, Michelin, Continental, Midas, BKT, Bitterstein, and Nokian tires. So we have a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and yes, you got twin wheels on here too. Very cool there. Design, we do have camouflage, so not to worry there. Beacon lights on the top. These actually include more beacon lights, so that is very cool. This is actually the only one that's got colored beacon lights that I've seen, at least up to this point. Window tinting, you're going to see the same things through here as well. I do love that red. I never do anything that's red, but I just think it looks so cool. Pipe option here, it starts with the long pipe, but you can go with a standard if you want. Usually the Forage Harvesters really doesn't matter too much in the game. It's more of a look to it. Tons of colors again for this. So we've got our main color, which is set to the gray. We're going toothpaste with it so you can see what it is. Design color here, we'll go with a pink first, just so you can see what hits. So that's your secondary design color. Let's go back to our toothpaste. Pipe color, of course, is the pipe color at the end of the day, so we're going straight to it. We got another design here, which I'm going to go pink, and that's going to be a little bit of framing at the bottom of the machine and around towards the top above the cabin. But toothpaste. Interior color is interior color at the end of the day. I do want to change this yellow just so it pops a little bit so you can see all the stuff that changes in there. That is so cool. Toothpaste. Seat color is seat color at the end of the day. We'll go pink. See, it just changes the seats. That's really it. Love the lizard logo on the headrest, by the way. That's awesome. And then we have the multiple rim color setups here. So we have the interior rim, and then the gray around the outside is our outer rim. also known as toothpaste. Man, this thing is green. And of course, our headers to choose. This one has the most headers of any of the machines in the game. So let's check it out. The first one, the Titan Forager. I don't know how to say that. I'm messing it up. Standard camo, you have branding on there, which can be taken away too. Main design and design there. 9 meters, 10 miles an hour. So a little bit faster than the base game, but nothing too crazy. Then we get into the Titan Forager Unrealistic. This is going to be matching pretty much everything else. So we have a standard 25 meters and 50 meter setup. And if you go with either of those, you also get your unrealistic crop guidelines, which help out a lot. However, because this is not it's folded, you won't be able to see those right now, but that is still very, very cool. And then we back out and we get cotton. I mean, it's a cotton harvester, man. I mean, it's what it is. You take your cotton and it kicks it out from here. You can see we got cotton right there. I don't know if you know this or not, but cotton technically is a loose crop in Farm Sim, but we don't access it as a loose crop. It's loose only inside our harvesters. But you could do that. So it should go in any trailer. I assume these trailers have had cotton added to them. Yep, cotton. No cotton there. No cotton there. I'm also curious, real quick. Hey, while we're in here, yeah, cotton right there. Yeah, that's not even a thing that's added with this mod. It's just there all the time. Nonetheless, hey, let's pick right back up where we were. We got the mower attachments now. So this is a 6.2 meter mower. We have a camouflage set up there, branding yes or no, and you've even got reflectors on here too. Where are they? DjGoHam doesn't know where the reflectors are. Oh, it's right there. Okay. Just itty little tiny. At least you know where they are. And then we got the main blue and then the design gray on there. But if you're using this, you're probably going to go with this anyway. This is your big unrealistic mower, 6.2 meter, 25 meter, and 50 meter respectively. Designs of camo, branding, and reflectors. Also those crop guidelines, which is great to see. Bringing it back out for the poplar and sugarcane. These are going to be pretty similar as well. 2 meter working with on here. Camouflage, branding, colors, etc. Unrealistic setup. You've got your standard 10 meter, 25, and 50 meter respective there. So huge unrealistic there. And then same thing for sugarcane. However, the sugarcane, because it doesn't normally do it anyway, it is inherently unrealistic to begin with. So no realistic version there unless you stick with the standard, although you will have a 69 mile per hour max working speed. Nice. Now we get on to my favorite new addition for this. This is the Quick Mow, the Colossus Quick Mow. 60 horsepower required on. It's a front mower, 3.1 meter working with at 16 miles an hour. So that's pretty cool. So no rear mower on here, just the front one. I love the camo. I think that out of everything, this may look the coolest, but I'm also really excited about the mower, so that's me. You got your main blue color, you got your gray design color, another design color, and a tertiary design color around towards the bottom. We won't bore you with colors because we've done that enough. But the one that I want is this one right here. Yeah. So 3.1 meters. Then you've got 5 meters, which is nice to see. 10, 25, and 50. We also have the unrealistic crop guides, which is super nice to see. So this, for example, would be what you would see with your 5 meter. Might be helpful. I think a lot of people will go for the 10. It's what I would go for. If you had butterfly mowers at the back, it'd be 10 meters anyway. So, it's there. But yeah, that could get a little bit interesting for sure, but that is very, very cool. We also got some Bale stuff I wasn't expecting to see. So this first one is the Colossus Ultimate Pro Bale, 250 horsepower required, 10 mile per hour max speed. It makes all your 180, 220, and 240 centimeter square bales. Wheel options from Trelleborg, Michelin, BKT, Budestan, Continental, Midas, Nokian, etc. Design of camo, you can do that if you want to. US or EU. Beacon light options, we have a standard set. Let's find our beacon right here on the back. We've also got number 2 and number 3. No, just 1 and 2. All right. Oh, it's standard. Okay, so standard is 3 technically. You can remove the branding if you want to debrand that. There you go. And then square bell tine, of course. And then you've got all of your color setups here for some wild and crazy, wacky options. But, oh boy. Yes, you see that right. This is a baler with a working width. So you got 5 meters, 10 meters, 25, and 50. Can you imagine how fast bales are going to pop out of here at 50-meter working width? OMG. Everything else is exactly the same, but boy, oh boy, am I excited about that. Also, you've got lightning wrap and lightning wrap unrealistic. So you got some Bale wrappers, which is super, super cool. So this one will wrap 125 and 150 centimeter round bales and 180 and 220 centimeter square bales. So we're not wrapping the 180 round or the 240 square. So do keep that in mind. It's going to be hanging out with the normal base game stuff. So that's your standard one. And then we go over here to the unrealistic one. And this one will be doing the 180 and the 240. So that's where your unrealistic is going to come from. So this one just does those, and it wraps them super fast. Getting down near the end now, we have the Titan trailer. This one's pretty sweet with a capacity up to 5 million liters. That's so dumb. I love that. 25,000, 250,000, 500,000, 1 million, and 5 million liter capacity options. Will brands from Trelleborg, Michelin, BKT, Vodastan, Continental, Midas, and that is it. Branding could be removed. We have a rear light design. This is interesting. Let's take a look at this. So we have standard, and we could change those up if you would. Ooh, were those LEDs? Yeah, I'll put those on. Let's go, baby. You do have your tractor triangle around towards the back, and you can even go full camo with this if you want to. If you go full camo on it, it actually changes the wheels too, so I think that's very cool. And then you've got tons of color options. Very cool there. Then we have the Colossus root cart. So this is going to be super helpful for moving around, well, stuff that goes in a cart that it's in the roots. You heard, you know what I'm saying. This right here is another epic one. So it starts at 69,000 liters. Very nice. Goes up to 150,000, 500, 1 million, and 5 million liters. And we do have the camouflage, rear beacon lights, and we've got all kinds of stuff on here. So I say rear. It's just beacon lights. They're all over the place. Nonetheless, there's that one. We'll back out, and we got 2 more. So we have the Titan Super Collect 533 and the Unrealistic. So basic specs, 45,000 liters, 15 mile per hour max speed, 150 horsepower is required. So nothing too wild and crazy, and we do have a cover, which I love that. But everything else is going to be all towards it here, the unrealistic. Oh yes, an unrealistic working with for this. So excited. So 45,000 liter capacity on here. So we go up to working with, so we got a 5 meter unrealistic, 10 meter, 25, and 50. So you're picking up everything like that, which is very cool. You've also got your crop guidelines, which is in there, design or camouflage. Very nice. You've got your beacon lights, and we've got US and EU, branding, no and yes, cover yes and no. Capacities of 45,000, 150, 500, 1 million, and 5 million liters, which will need 5 million, and tons of colors for main, design, frame, cover, another design, interior rim, outer rim. Woo! Man, goodness gracious. I think I've spent like 30 minutes on all the customizations alone. Woo-wee! I don't know if I'm gonna have time for that in the mod video, but these come out depending on what else is released. So now that you've seen all the customizations as well as some of the really interesting things that this pack can do, boy, can it do some interesting stuff. I wanted to show you some of those interesting things. So, for example, the bell wrapping or the big baler, which will pick up a massive row and swaths and stuff like that. But I don't think this map is big enough. So I'm going to go see if I can find a map that's got some real big fields and see if we can have some fun. Here we go. I think this map will work just fine. This is Prairie Farm, Michigan from Taylor Farms. They've sent this over to do some previews on, and well, I think this is the biggest map that I could possibly use for this. So we're down here at the bottom left. We're on farmland number 6. I need to buy this real quick. There we go. And we've got something interesting on the ground. We've got green beans that are ready to harvest. So what I'm going for is the most decked out harvester here, the root crop harvester. Not only that, we've gone for the vegetable harvester here. So this will do 50 meters. It'll do these green beans. And boy, oh boy, it's just gonna do, it's gonna be so much fun. Are you ready? I'm just gonna get straight across. Go! Yeah, buddy! Yeah, man! Get with that, boys! There you go. What you think about that? Oh, man. Let's make some cuts. Oh, a little drifty boy action. That's what, 3,035 horsepower do to you? Oh, my frames. It was an OBS issue, not an issue with the computer itself. The computer's running fine. It's just OBS is so unhappy right now. I assume I could use this with a worker. There we go. It says 49.9. So you know what? Let's set it at 49.9. I love that it actually works with the with the GPS. That's so great. I love it. Oh, this is awesome. I'm having way too much fun. Here we go. We'll set it up and get to it. There you go, man. Does it work with GPS? Absolutely. Oh, this is so cool. It blows my mind. No wonder I haven't done green beans yet. We've done all that, and we just got 40,000 liters. It's ridiculous. Next, we've got our Colossus Harvester. This one holds, well, a bunch, I guess. And I've gone for the 25-meter header on this one. And yes, it also works with a worker, which is super cool. Oh, you have no idea how excited I am. Let's enable the straw swap because I think it's ridiculous. And we're doing oats. So let's turn it on. And let's find our mark. There it is. And we just go. So this will go, I think it's up to 150 mile an hour. It's just something. Yeet! Oh, it's so dumb. I love it. Oh, it's so much fun. You can just have a blast. Play a farming simulator doing silly things. One thing to note is whenever you're going super fast, things will be exaggerated. Ignore that spot in the field right there. So depending on how fast you go, you may find that some problems, if you've been experiencing a problem, might be enhanced. So if you were having an issue with your game crashing before, you might have some fun with that. This mod's not going to make your game crash, but going a million miles an hour in the field certainly doesn't help sometimes. I'm not saying anything bad about it. I love it. Let's go. But just be aware of that. I tell you, the fun that I am having just being a child again is so much fun. I mean, this is the DJ, man. This has been DJ and the way he farms for years now. I also love that the straw comes out quickly and it doesn't, hang around. Sometimes it takes straw a while. Man, my OBS is really not happy. Hopefully it's not lagging for you guys. The game's running perfectly fine. I have no issues whatsoever. I don't know if you can notice, but I'm actually trying to prepare a few little spots so that whenever we come through here with our pickups, and doing mowing and stuff, we're actually gonna have, well, not mowing this, but loading wagons and things like that, we'll actually be able to do things. Sorry, give me a second. I'm gonna have a little bit of fun running back and forth on this field. All right, so playing around a little bit more. Looks like 45 is the max speed. However, Real Speed Mod just came out on PC, so I can actually unlock this and go even faster. Oh, it's losing it! That's what happens when you go too fast. Even harvesters have to have limits. They will start to miss stuff. You can see. Top of the screen, I was able to miss a couple things up there. That is not this mod. That is Farming Simulator. That is what Farm Sim does, man. Whew. All right. So, back to it then, I guess. There you go. So, I think you guys get the idea. The harvester is fun, and it will do it with corn as well. So, if you've got corn, you're good, or even rice paddies. I mean, rice paddies generally aren't too large, but I could imagine taking this field right here, which costs $1.3 million, and making this whole thing a rice paddy. It would be easier. Oh, you'd have to plant it though. Oh, that would suck. Hey, Chris Riley, definitely add rice planting to your Kinsey pack. All right, so now we got all this straw, so we need to pick it up. And here we are. We have a 50-meter pickup on this thing. I got the base game case. You can see as you lower the pickup down, I'm lowering it now, that's when your markers will show up. I've got them in green in case you're curious, and we're gonna turn it on, and it is starting to pick up. Well, it picked up a little bit. What have I done wrong? Oh, you know what? I think I might actually have a mod conflict because I have a mod installed that messes with my loading wagon pickup widths. Hang on a minute. Yeah, I did it. All right, we're good. Just ignore everything I said. That's it. So increased work area for pickups was the mod conflict. So I'm gonna have to send that over to them. But as you can see, it would pick up anything within this 50-meter span. Picking these setups up right here, no problemo, homie. All right, I think we've done enough with grain. Let's move on. Next, let's play with the Forage Harvester and some of the mowers a little bit. So I just want to go all the way up. It's like everything that I can do, I'm gonna do. All right, so we're going for the unrealistic header here. So we'll take that, we'll drop it down, lower it. Very nice, very nice. And what we want is to, let's see, we cut all our lights. Oh, I guess we don't need lights. It's fine. Unfold the pipe first, of course. Wait, I thought I did that already. Oh, there we go. All right, whatever. And then we open up the trailer. Now, I didn't go for the guidelines, so we're just gonna have to trust it. But we got grass in the trailer now, which is great news. Let's set up our steering assist because I'm definitely going to need this to find out where 50 meters is. So about right here, we could go all day with this. Ooh, it's going to miss stuff. All right, so again, that is not the mod, that is just the game engine. So there will be a certain speed where you just physically can't go any faster. And it just is what it is. There's not a whole lot you could do about that. Yeah, gotta love it. Man, I don't know what's going on with my OBS today. I don't think it's used to be fast farming. It's like, hey, he's fast farming. We need to fix our settings. All right, so that's one way to do it. We've also got our mower header here too. So if you didn't want to use that, you can use this. And of course, I'm showing you guys all like the new stuff that this stuff will do. Yay! It's so much fun. Some of the other stuff, like, just what do you mean need to unfold? Oh, that's right. Yeah. All right, so now we've gone for a 25-meter header. I don't know, just trying to show some different stuff for you guys. So there's our 25. Can we go much faster with this? We can, yeah. 50 mile an hour works really well for the mower. So, hey, if you're going to be doing any pickup stuff, maybe use the mower instead of the other thing, the chopper. Yeah, this works. Just to give you an idea, let's see, there's 220,000 liters, 230,000 liters, 240,000 liters. It's picking it up quick. And of course, as we mentioned, you can also do other crops with this, including, if we go down to it, here we go, poplars and sugarcane, which is fun. So next, we're gonna try and scare 2 pigeons with 1 dirt bike. And if you've never heard that before, look it up. This is the dumbest thing. Look, you've got 2 pickups that are fighting each other at the top of the screen. Yay. We've got a 50-meter mower and a 50-meter pickup on the baler. The bales are gonna be bouncing out like there's no tomorrow. Oh gosh, all right. So we'll drop it down, we'll turn it on. Oh, I'm so excited, you have no idea. And then the baler, we need to be making 240 centimeter square bales for sure. And we go. Oh boy. To be fair, actually my frames are dropping a bit in the game. It is so unhappy with me. It's not even funny. I love it. We need to make sure we stay away from the straw over there. Oh yeah, that's some frames, baby. That is how you do it. Woo-wee. I would say we're missing some. We could go as fast as this wants us to. Well, I don't know. It is picking it up slowly but surely. Look how regular the bales are. Man, I'm getting like 30 FPS. Oh, that's bad. So you just normally it's locked at 60. It's this is a game thing. The game's not made for this. I'm so happy right now. All right. So now that we made, what is that, 25 bales we've already made? 26? There's gonna be more in here. Oh, look at that. Now it goes back up to 60. Let's turn this off, and we need to go get the bell wrapper. So, of course, we're going unrealistic right here with the wrapper. I don't think we need to do much with this. Yeah, I think it just wraps the bells that we made, so I'm cool with that. How's about we go for the Landini? This recently just got an update in the base game. It's a Giants mod, so we'll go with that. I'm trying to see, turn on automatic drop. Of course, we want that. And I don't see much else to it, so yeah. Also, if you see at the top left, the bells wrapped counter, that is a newer mod from Yoss Modding, so definitely check that out. All right, I don't know how fast this is gonna go, but we're about to find out, aren't we? Oh my gosh! What? How did... That, Are you okay? That was like a spasm! Look at this, look at it! Look at it! Ow! I wonder how fast we can go down through here. And it actually worked. Let's see, let's set it to 15 miles an hour. Oh, it's definitely gonna be more than that. 17? No. 18 miles an hour. Oh, 18 might be it. 18 is... Oh, we're starting to move stuff. All right. Well, it's not 18. That's so crazy. We just wrapped 8 bales. 8! Now, this doesn't have a speed limit, so you can go as fast as you want, technically, I guess. But boy. All right, drop that. Oh, we're running into more problems again. So this is not the mod. This is the actual in-game K-brand wrapper. Sometimes it doesn't like me, and you really have to be lined up perfect-ish, at least with the back of the bales. But this seems to be a-okay. May want to go back down to about 15 miles an hour, but there you go. This is something. I am not normally shocked by unrealistic mods. I'm usually like, oh, that's it. I can't say that about this pack. Saying, oh, that's it about this pack is, well, you have problems. I think we just wrapped 23 barrels. 23! I need to go eat something. I think my blood sugar's low or high or something. I'm losing it, man. So there you go. I mean, other than the root crop harvester or root crop trailer, which, I mean, it just holds other stuff. We've showed off the loading wagon. We've showed off the trailer, the wrapper, the baler, the mower. Did show these off, but I mean, it does what it says it does. Ooh, I know one we need to do. So real quick, let's drop the baler. There we go. And I want to do a little something. So we can actually toggle the working mode on here. I don't know. It doesn't tell us what the working mode is. But what we could do is bring this down, turn it on. And now you can see the mower by itself. A little bit easier time doing stuff. But that swath, baby, that swath. What a swath. Goodness gracious. I think one of the neat things, if I remember correctly, is you can hook these up backwards. I'm pretty sure everything in this pack works forwards and backwards. I think. I would say don't quote me, but I guess we're about to find out, aren't we? No. That did not work. So it looks like this way is the only way. There you go. What if I change the working mode? There we go. Now it's set to wide spreading. Nope. I don't know why. Maybe it was just doing something interesting earlier. Nonetheless, there you go. You do have a swath drop if you prefer it. Well, I'm on my way over there. I wonder if we can hit 150 miles an hour. Probably not. Oh, we're bouncing. We're bouncing, boys. Yay. I will say, though, the pipe follows it. The pipe knows where that trailer is. I want to do cotton. And so we shall. We're just gonna have to do our best to stay far, far away from all those bales and everything over there. Oh, this poor field. I've just used and abused it, and I'm having a ball. I'm having so much fun. You have no idea. All right. It's very rare that, like, testing is fun. Usually it's work. No. Yeah, not even. Oh, wow, that's working. Very well. Let's go in here. 50 miles. Yeah, we're good. All right. Nice and easy. And just gun it. Oh, frames are dropping. I do not believe that my computer's happy today. You can see it's missing some stuff. That is not really the mod. That is more of a farming simulator thing. When you try and do too much all at once, some things get left behind. And so, unfortunately, that is a very normal occurrence, which is why some things have max working speeds, even though they may be a little bit unrealistic. They're not too wild and crazy. But as you can see clearly, we have cotton, loose cotton in the game. So that's no problem, no issue whatsoever. It just is what it is. You will have to go back and pick those things up, but it just is what it is. There's no getting around it. And just to show you can sell this just about anywhere, here's one of Schulzmanning's sell anything stations, or sell everything stations. We can bring it up, dump the cotton, and you're good. And anywhere that will take cotton that you can sell cotton at, you could sell it. There you go. Boom. And $124,000 for that fun run back and forth. That was it. Wow. So there you go. That is your updated Colossus Harvesters pack for Farming Simulator 25. This is for all platforms, so no matter what you play on PlayStation, Xbox, or PC and Mac, you are good to go. What a blast. What such a fun time today to have a great time. I'm so excited. I'm so happy for you guys to be able to hopefully play with these mods soon-ish. If you have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, make sure you guys check out Chris S. O'Reilly S. on YouTube. They always post any updates on their community page there. Big shouty-outy to them for sending these over to show you guys ahead of time. Nonetheless, have an awesome day. We'll see you soon.